this is the second day of our Major Minor Week 2023. Welcome you all. I'm Alice from the Academic Advising Office. So the first thing is the timeline. Okay. So first of all, most of the major and minor is done by self-declaration through the SIS system. So it is open during the course selection period as well as the ad-drop period. And for the micro sense of when should you declare major minor, you are first allowed to do the declaration by year 2 semester 1. And by year 3 semester 1, you should already set your path and declare your major and minor. Last chance to make changes will be final year semester 1. So after that, you couldn't find that button. It will be grayed or disappear. So make sure that if you have any changes, for example, you want to shift your major into a minor, remember to do so by the debtors deadline. So this shows you where to find the declaration is through portal, SIS, enrollment, and we have this screen cap for you as a reference. We actually have some resources in store for you to find more about the subject matter that you are thinking about whether or not to declare it as a major or minor. The first resources is the student advisor. We have a database of the student advisor's email in our AAO website. So first of all, go to the AAO website under plan of study, how to select my major and minor. Then you will find the student advisor database. So with the search engine, with the subject matter, you can shortlist the email address of the student volunteer. And then you can email them to ask for more information. Secondly, we have this TAA, Temporary Academic Advisor system. As the name suggests, it is a temporary academic advising relationship lasting for 90 days, around 3 months. So these are teachers who is assigned to help students, to advise students from home and non-home faculty to know more about the subject matters. So again, through the SIS self-service, you can find a button of request temporary advisor. Again, by choosing the subject, then you can be assigned with a TAA. Moving on, I would like to introduce you and do a little demo about the degree audit, which is very helpful in tracking your learning progress. Can I have a show of hands? Like how many of you are aware of this degree audit system or have used this degree audit system? Anyone? 1, 2. Oh, okay. Most of the senior year students. So with this screen cap, again, we want to show you that it is under the academic record and then my degree audit. And also there is a what if function, which I will demo shortly, which will help you to project if you want to have any changes in your major minor, then how your current course attainment could be applied to the future major or minor that you plan to switch to. So we also have other tools for major minor planning. For example, the academic planning sheet that you can find it under the tour and resources pages. And actually, it is a very straightforward one-pager PDF with a similar concept as the degree audit. So you see that we have a table for you. The column are all the graduation requirement. For example, English, Chinese, Common Core, your first majors, professional core requirement. And then when you do the course selection, you actually can plug into different year, different semester. And then you can have different version. If you fail to enroll in a certain course, then you can have different plan, like plan A, plan B, plan C, moving on. We also have the academic advising forum on the Moodles. Again, can I have a show of hand? How many of you know this or have been engaged in this Moodle forum? Oh, okay, a few, nice. So we have revamped it and we have categorized different topics. This one to 4.3 and beyond is the pages that focus all the discussion related to academic matters. You can also find exchange buddies exchanging sources and study material in this AAO forum. This is one of the example. A student is having a headache or like consideration whether or not I should choose between good grade courses or a minor that's a little bit challenging, then you can raise any questions and then some senior year student or FSA will be responding on it. So I have two more pages to go with some reminder. So first of all, some programs might have special requirements. For example, translation major will have English or language requirement. And you have to pay attention to faculty's policy concerning the overlapping requirement for major and minor. Sometimes for major, there might be um, uh, uh, um, allowance for you to double count, like doing one professional core can be applied to both. But for minor subject, this is a no-no because minor only taking up 36 to 42 credit. So there's no double count for minor. And for some of the case, you will also be required to use professional elective to replace the overlapping core course for major as well. So pay attention to the faculty policies. And it is risky to change major or minor in senior year, as I have shown you with the what if function. If you plan to make a changes at a later stage, then you might not have enough time to chase the progress or the course requirement. And also, you may be blocked from enrollment for the intro course as a senior year student, and you will be facing a lot of crashes in timetable. And lastly, for the unfulfilled major, it will be removed. Even the number of credits actually is enough to claim for a minor. So that's why I remind you guys, if you want to make the switch to change it from a major to a minor, remember to do the self-declaration before the test deadline. And there are some major and minor can only be started in a certain year of study. We are referring to the junior year of study. For example, the language courses, like the prerequisite courses, is very well structured. You might have to divide it into at least 3 years in order to complete all the prerequisite courses. So you have to start early as a year one or year two student. And again, if you have complete the minimum of the 240 credit, which is the graduation requirement, but you fail to fulfill some of the requirement for the major and minor, what would happen? If you are talking about the primary major, your home major, then you are required to extend your study. Like you will be automatically deferred until you fulfill the home major requirement. But if you're talking about the non-primary major or minor, that is your second major or minor, then only the primary major will be shown on the transcript and you will be graduated as so. So you cannot say, hey, I want to be deferred in order to complete my second and third major or minor. So pay attention when you do your course planning. And a lot of students thought that your major and minor will be shown on the graduation certificate, but actually that's not true. You can request a transcript or AAP, that is the academic attainment profile, which will show the major and minor in detail. So this is the contact of our AAO office. You're more than welcome to follow our social media as well as making an appointment to meet with our AAO advisors.